What's going on YouTube? Gabriel Sey, aka The Truth, and as Ramadan is coming up, I'm not Muslim myself, but I've been getting a lot of questions about how to keep your gains or get gains during the Ramadan, because it is a tough period, and I've got a few friends who are Muslim who have gone through it, and I thought I'd bring you this video to show you kind of what logically I would do if I was either one, coaching someone through it, or two, had to do it myself for whatever reason. So let's start with point number one, that during the Ramadan it's only 30 days. So remember, it's only 30 days, so you shouldn't be looking to make gains through this point. You're looking at keeping your gains, you're looking at damage control, you're just looking to kind of maintain. You don't want to come back and then be hella weak, so you just want to maintain. So this plan that I've kind of put together and thought of is all about damage control. So firstly, you're gonna have about a 6-hour window, if I'm correct, from when you break your fast to when the sun comes up again and you have to start your fast. Okay, so let's start with your training first. So when should you train? How should you train? Blah, 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 blah. So let's start with when you should train. Now, because of what I've heard happens, like when you break your fast, you break it with water and something else, which I can't flipping remember. And then you have to do prayers, if I'm correct. Then you have your main meal. If I'm wrong, leave it in the comment section and I'll try and rectify that. But as far as I know, that's what happens. So my original plan of me thinking, okay, so I'd go home and smash a meal and then I'd go and train. That can't really happen, especially with, you know, the fact that you've got to take sleep into consideration, which I'm going to go over and stuff like that. So the best thing to do, I would recommend, is to train fasted. So straight. So say you finish work at, say, 6, you head to the gym. An hour or two before you break your fast, you'd hit a training session and then go home and break your fast. In terms of how you should be training, I would leave a lot of like the accessory lifts, because, okay, so this is a big mistake that people make when they're cutting and stuff like that, or for whatever reason. They feel like when you're, you know, to keep the muscle full and stuff, you have to keep pumping blood into it, which is true. Get the pump, you know, it gives you a fuller effect. But the thing that holds muscle mass and the thing that holds muscle thickness is heavy weights. So I've seen a lot of people during the Ramadan, they're lifting light. You're not giving your muscles any reason to stay. So you need to stick to the heavy lifts. So stick to the big compound lifts, your squat, shoulder press, bench press, and let's say squat, shoulder press, bench press, deadlift, and the deadlift. Stick to those kind of big compound movements, quite low reps. So you're looking probably like 3 sets of 6, 3 sets of 5, that kind of thing, because you're not gonna be fully hydrated to like pound it. You're just looking to stimulate the muscle, keep it working for heavy weights, so your strength doesn't go down. So yeah, after like the big lifts and stuff, I wouldn't really bother with, you know, like the accessory work of like cable flies and all that kind of stuff. It's, like I said, this is damage control. This isn't trying to make hella gains during this period. So stuff like HIIT and, you know, like your cardio and all that kind of stuff, you need to stay hydrated for stuff like that. And personally, in my recommendation would be to stay away from cardio during this period. Or even if you are going to do cardio, do very light walking that doesn't, you know, get you gasping for breath and sweating bucket loads, because you can't drink whilst you're doing a cardio. So you can do some, because then afterwards you'll be able to drink some water and stuff, but I would mainly focus on getting those heavy lifts in. Now that we've kind of got training out the way before you break the fast, now let's talk about when you actually break the fast. Number 1 is hydrate. Drink water. Stay away from like the teas, the coffees and all that kind of stuff. It acts as a diuretic, and it will leave you feeling thirsty. You're basically being counterproductive. You're drinking water, then you have coffee, which is a diuretic, it flushes it out, and then you have to drink more water, and then just drink water. Rule number 2 for food: no junk food. I've seen a lot of people over the years, they break their fast and they're smashing McDonald's, they're smashing like KFC, all that kind of stuff, because they're really hungry. And it's normal to feel like that, but you need that self-control to say, I'm gonna eat whole foods, I'm gonna eat good foods, you know, volumized food, so a lot of veg, keep you fuller for longer, you know, just decent food that will satiate you more. So I would break this into maybe three meals and a snack. So say you have your calories, you have your total calories for the day that you need to hit to maintain. Say that's 2,500 calories, just pulling a number out of the bag. You know, divide that by 3 or 4, or divide that evenly, so you've got 3 meals and then maybe a small snack. I would break my fast with a fairly biggish meal. A couple of hours later, I would then have, or maybe an hour and a half later, I'd then have another meal. I'd then have a snack about half an hour after that, and then I would sleep. I would sleep for at least a couple of hours, 2.5, maybe 3 hours if possible, and then wake up just before you start your fast again and have a hella big breakfast. Have a big breakfast that will set you right, and then I would sleep a little bit longer, get up, get ready for work, and go about your day. Does that make sense? And before I go to bed, I'd have a ZMA, zinc and magnesium, which has been proven to put you into a deeper sleep, and the deeper sleep you're in, the better recovery you'll have. And then last but not least is your naps during the day. Sleep is a huge factor for a lot of people, one, losing their gains, not progressing and stuff, because you're not allowing your body to recover, and because you're quite limited, because you have to eat during the time that you probably be sleeping. Nap during the day. If you're at work and you work a 9 to 5 and you have an hour lunch break, sleep. If you have a 15-minute break, half an hour break, like coffee breaks, sleep. I used to do a thing. Oh man, I hope my old boss isn't watching this, but like, and this wasn't because I was doing Ramadan or anything. I was just like, this job is boring as shite, man. Like, I just couldn't take it. It was just, you know, constant on the phone. I was like, I can't take this. So I used to go into the toilet. I'd be like, oh, I'm just going to the toilet, pretend I'm doing number 2, taking a shit, and I would just, sometimes I'd be in there for like 15-20 minutes and I am knocked out. I'm sleeping. I don't recommend, actually I do kind of recommend it, but don't say I told you. Don't get me in trouble, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so that's pretty much it. That is how I would handle Ramadan, and that's because, like I said, damage control. You're looking to just keep as much strength as possible with the parameters that you have, which are tough. But I know for a fact that if you're watching this channel, you have the determination to do it. You have the determination and the drive to get through it. So yeah, just smash it, and that's it. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped any of you guys out that are doing the Ramadan, and you know, hope it all goes well for you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you share this video if you know anyone else who is going through Ramadan who could benefit from this video. Let them know. Tell them to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, be true, live big, and stay swole, baby. Peace.